On the way this half hour, we'll talk with our friends from Weathermark Keith. They are actively fighting for veterans who are having problems getting their disability claims paid. We'll tell you how to get the jump start on that. Also, a cool Grand Prix race on the way to town concerning electric cars and young drivers. We'll have details. And it's Operation Freedom Sings, how a group of extremely talented songwriters are helping veterans cope with PTSD. All of that and more coming up this half hour. You have earned the midday break, so spend it with us. Kick back a minute and let's chat.
Welcome to Let's Chat, the Tennessee Valley's premier show focusing on lifestyle and entertainment, bringing you smart shopping tips, community events, and the newest trends. Now, let's chat.
Good morning and welcome to a brand new edition of Let's Chat. It is Thursday, November 11th, Veterans Day, formerly known as Armistice Day, of course, but this is Veterans Day. Make sure and pick up the phone, call a veteran, tell them thank you for your service, take one out to lunch or dinner. Let them know that you are thinking about them. We're kind of flipping the script a bit, if you will, this morning and juggling a few things around. And here's a guy that is one of the biggest supporter of veterans and the American military you'll ever want to meet. Longtime friend and outstanding comedian, the one and only Killer Beaz. Hey, man.
Good morning, brother.
Good to see you.
Good morning. It's great to be seen, man.
Veterans Day. It seems like, and you and I are roughly the same age, although you got me by just a few years. You remember before the September 11th, 2001 attacks, Veterans Day, in my opinion, wasn't really given its proper due. Since then, it seems like America collectively has kind of stepped up to the plate and giving our veterans the honor they deserve.
Yeah, I agree, man. And it's a shame that honor that we should give them every single day. Not just on Veterans Day. It's a shame that seems to wane every now and then, and we need to be aware constantly of the gifts that we're afforded here in this nation and the people who paid the price for us to have that.
You have been on the road actively doing comedy for
40 years.
Yeah. You know, if it wasn't for the veterans, you might not be able to do what you're doing for a living.
Oh, of course, man, and I try to give a shout out to them from stage. And my family has had veterans. My dad served during the Korean War.
Right.
My niece served in Afghanistan, and so of course people I went to school with. We all grew up with folks who have served their country, and it like once again it's a shame we only have this one special day for them.
Yep.
We need to make every day special, but I think you were right on the money. If you see a veteran, thank him or her, and let them know what it means to be to you to have this freedom.
When you're on the stage, microphone in hand, you're on a roll, and you are great at reading a crowd. When you're up there, mic in hand, how do veterans react to you when you're performing on stage? Because collectively, they stand out from other audience members.
Well, it's so neat. They're kind of, you know, the veterans that I know are sort of an enigma in that they are so trained, they are so duty driven, yet the most humble people you will see in the world. When I thank people for their service, more often than not, the response is, I was honored to do it. I mean, that's the kind of people we're talking about, man, givers.
Yeah, you're
and that's what
right.
we need, and that's who we depend on. So that's what they are. They're humble as they can be, and they're heroes.
And as it pertains rather to veterans, seeing a Killer Beaz on stage is a good safety valve, a good way to blow off some steam. And you're under a lot of pressure too. Everyone thinks the life of a stand-up comedian is all grins and giggles, and it's far from it. Is that also, when you're playing a veterans heavy crowd, is that a good safety valve for you?
Well, performing in general is a great release for me.
Right.
It's a very stressful performance because
Sure.
there's so much multitasking that goes on in it. But I'll just tell you, when it's a veteran-heavy audience, I'm humbled.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I want to think of myself as in charge of that room and in charge of that stage, but I'm humbled when I'm in the presence of people who sacrifice like that.
Yeah.
So you know, I feel lucky to be in the presence of those guys.
If you're having a hard time relating to what Beaz and I are talking about, go do an internet search for Gold Star families.
Right.
That will bring you back to reality quickly.
Right.
It's just, it's a wonderful thing, and we're very blessed to live in the country we live in and have the great men and women who are fighting for us day in and day out. And a lot of times that makes the news, but a lot of times it doesn't, and that fight still continues. So.
Yeah, I agree, man. So hats off, and all of us here are crazy in love with our veterans.
Yes,
and
we are.
We once again, to reiterate, thank you so much for your service.
Comedy Catch, let's see, tonight, or no, tomorrow. Friday and Saturday, right?
Thursday, Friday. I'm on tonight, as a matter of fact, I am, yeah.
Good, good. And this is not only the week we celebrate the birthday of the United States Marine Corps and the birthday anniversary for when the Veterans Council and all of that first came to put Armistice Day and Veterans Day together. It's also the birthday of my good buddy, Killer Beaz.
That's right.
In honor of this rather auspicious occasion.
Oh, look at that.
I've been waiting to use the word auspicious all day long. One of the gifts that we're going to give to you is not just this cupcake. We are not going to sing happy birthday to you.
So that's win-win,
yeah,
what you're saying.
So make a wish.
I will.
Blow the candle out. And there you go.
I love that. Thank
Happy
you very
birthday.
much.
You're the guy.
Way to go, brother.
Find out more about Killer Beaz and what makes him tick. There's a lot going on that we just don't have a whole lot of time, additional time to go into. But Moonshiners, your next season there is getting ready to fire up.
Yeah, I think episode 2 of the new season was last night. Wednesday nights, 9 o'clock Eastern on Discovery Channel.
Right.
Tuesday, this past Tuesday, I was performing at the Grand Ole Opry.
And you're going back for number 6, is that
right?
right?
That was number 6.
Okay.
My 7th appearance will be December 10th. So,
which is, I got to tell you, seeing Beaz at the Grand Ole Opry is entirely different from seeing Beaz in another venue. It's just really, it's tangibly different. So,
it's
anyway.
well, what an honor to be in that venue, man!
Yeah,
Holy
I mean,
cow!
no kidding.
I'm the worst person that's ever performed at the Grand Ole Opry, and I'm great. So,
all right.
So anyway,
we
man,
gotta
this
run.
is wonderful.
We're going to be talking Operation Freedom Sings coming up. Also, Green Space is holding a really cool Grand Prix with electric cars. Wettermark Keith, and a whole lot more. Hey, will you come back and hang out with us a little bit for tomorrow's Let's Chat?
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. This is great. The icing is crest.
You knew that was coming. Stick around. We'll be right back with more of Let's Chat after this. To find out tickets, go to thecomedycatch.com. Comedycatch.com. You want to catch them at the Grand Ole Opry, Opry.com.